What is the most haunted place in Tombstone? Well, many believe it's the Birdcage Theater. Built in 1881, it was the premier entertainment venue in town. But like everything else in Tombstone, it was also a front for some very illegal activities. Gambling, drinking, and smoking were all illegal in Tombstone. So naturally, these activities took place behind the scenes of the Birdcage Theater. The Birdcage opened on Christmas Day in 1881 with a production of A Christmas Carol. It was considered the finest theater west of the Mississippi, complete with plush velvet seats, red curtains, and even an orchestra pit. The stage was 30 feet wide and extended 22 feet out into the audience, which made for some very intimate performances. The roof was designed to look like a canopy with the finest gilding that could be purchased at the time. The Birdcage also boasted the finest acoustics in the West. The first floor contained a bar and a restaurant, and when the show was over, the audience was invited to come up on stage and dance in the orchestra pit. The second floor was given over to gambling tables and a large room for card games. There was also a balcony that overlooked the main floor where men would sit and watch the other patrons play. Above the second floor was the famous third floor with its swinging saloon doors. It was reached by a spiral staircase in the back and supposedly had the best view in the house. Up here, men could drink and gamble without being bothered by the card sharps who infested the lower floors. This level was considered the most exclusive, with velvet ropes separating the regular patrons from the more affluent crowd. But despite the opulence, the Birdcage wasn't really a theater at all. It was a front for gambling, drinking, and smoking, just like everything else in Tombstone. The shows were cheap, and the admission price didn't even cover the cost of the production. The real money was made on the side bets in the card games and the gambling tables. When the Birdcage first opened, there was only one entrance on the alley side of the building. But as the popularity of the theater grew, so did the need for more space. An additional entrance was built on the main floor facing Allen Street. This made it much easier for people to come and go without being seen. The swinging doors on the third floor were also an added convenience, allowing patrons to move from room to room without having to go outside. They also helped to seal off the area in case of a raid by the police. Today, visitors can explore the Birdcage Theater and learn about its history. The theater is filled with antiques and memorabilia from Tombstone's Wild West era, including guns, ammunition, tools, and other items that were popular during the 1800s. There are also period actors who bring the history of the Birdcage to life. Visitors can experience what it was like to gamble and drink in a real Wild West saloon. So if you're ever in Tombstone, be sure to visit the Birdcage Theater. Just beware of the swinging doors. You never know who or what might be on the other side. Thanks for watching.